Donald Trump here, letting you know blunt trips will make YouTube great again. Those other pickle puffers can go fuck themselves.
So I'm hanging out with this dude, and he says, hey, you want to go with me to shoot a video for my YouTube channel? And I'm thinking to myself, this will be cool, right? Next thing I know, he's pulling up to a cemetery, and I'm like freaking out. Then he starts pulling out a 9-inch extendo and asking me if I want to smoke this first. All I could say is, are you on a blunt trip or something?
Oh, hell no. What you mean this motherfucker communicates with the dead? I'm only making $5 for this voiceover, and that's not enough for me to go to hell. Y'all motherfuckers can find someone else to do his intro, cause I'm getting the fuck out of here.
What is up, people? Terry here from Blunt Trips, coming to you from the Blunt Trip Studios here in Aurora, Colorado. And for today's vlog, we are covering the unsolved homicide of Rachel Aboytes. If I screw up, you guys are going to have to bear with me. I don't have my notes with me right now. I'm shooting from memory. I had a lot of stuff going on in the studio, so I didn't have time to make notes, and I had to get this vlog up and out, so... Anyways, let me tell you real quick about this vlog before I get you out to the site. I actually had to shoot this one twice. The first time I went out there, it was just me and my Rottweiler Bear. He's a 100-pound rot. But when I took him out there, it's really hard to take a 100-pound rot and hold the camera and get footage that's usable anyway. So by the time I got done filming, it looked like I was riding a damn kangaroo. So I had to go back out there and reshoot this. But before anybody gives me any shit about taking my daughter out to this area, because it is a very rough area. Colfax is probably one of Denver's roughest streets. But before anybody gives me shit, I do want to cover something. Her mother was out there as well. Casey and I, we don't have family out here, so one of the two of us is always watching our daughter. We don't use babysitters when I'm at work or on location. My daughter is with Casey, and vice versa. When Casey's at work, my daughter's with me. I don't need to get into my personal life, but either Casey or my daughter, or Casey or myself has my daughter at all times. So I had to bring Casey back out with me because we were meeting up. She was grabbing my daughter, and when we got out there, I did the shoot. But before anybody says any shit, I did have armed guards on both ends of the street. I had an armed guard at the store in a car, as well as at the end of the street on 16th Street. And Denver PD was circling the area that knew we were actually filming at that location. So I don't want anybody to send me any comments or emails about me having my daughter out there in that rough area. We were well protected. Anyways, today's vlog is going to be about the unsolved murder, as I said, about Rachel Aboytes. She was an up-and-coming rap artist out of Denver, Longmont actually. I can't talk today. It's an up-and-coming rap artist out of Longmont, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver. And she and her friend were out partying one night, and they were both gunned down. Her friend survived. From my understanding, her friend actually exchanged gunfire with the people that shot and killed Rachel Aboytes. But in the end, Rachel was killed, and her homicide is still unsolved. But I'm going to tell you more about it out there on the location. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Shocking and uncensored. BluntTrips.com.
news. East Colfax is shut down right now near Valencia, east of Quebec. 2 people have been shot. You can see several police cars blocking the street.
All of this happening within the last hour or so, and Denver police dealing with a crime scene spanning about a block. 7 News reporter Mark Stewart.
Night of March 24th, 2015, Rachel Aboytes was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds between the 1500 and 1600 block of Valencia Street off Colfax in Denver that she would later die from. She was just 21 years old. Rachel was out partying with a friend that night. Her friend she was out with was also shot on the same street approximately 100 yards away but survived. According to reports, her friend was exchanged gunfire with Rachel's killer. After 21-year-old Rachel Aboytes, an aspiring rap artist who sang about being a Serrano, was shot March 24th during an argument in the street, witnesses told police a woman in a Jeep Cherokee had told the male driver, "Shoot him, baby, shoot him," according to a search warrant affidavit related to the case. At least 15 shots were fired by the Jeep's driver and Aboytes' friend, according to witness statements and bullet casings found at the scene, but no one knew the driver. 3 days later, officers on the north side of the city heard word on the streets about the suspected killer. They passed along the name Wayne Laurel Jacobs, who was known to use rental cars allegedly to deal drugs. Police used that tip along with video footage from street cameras, bullet casings, and rental car agreements to build a case. No murder charges have been filed, but Jacobs has been arrested 5 times by Aurora and Denver Police Department, as well as Arapahoe County Sheriff's deputy since Aboytes' shooting death. Now, I did look up the name Wayne LaRue Jacobs, and according to records, he will never get out of prison again. He is in there for a long time. He got 99 years on one case, like 25 years on another. He'll never get out, but he, again, is not charged with Rachel's death. Nobody has been charged yet to date. He is in jail on other charges. I believe they were all drug charges, but he's in there for the rest of his life. Investigators are still pursuing justice for Rachel. If you have any information regarding this homicide, call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers at 720-913-7867. Once again, that's 720-913-7867. You can remain anonymous and receive a reward up to $2,000. Again, this ain't the greatest neighborhoods. There has been over 20, I think over 25, 26 homicides. I don't have my numbers on me in this area, just around this block alone. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of this area here. I do know there's other homicides around here that I will be covering. I know there's one down the alley. As I get down here towards the end, I'll show you the alley. But there's a few of them that I will be covering in this area. I just don't want to be in this area too long. I'm just going to head over down here real quick to the area where her friend was shot and exchanged gunfire with Rachel Aboytes' killer. If you haven't liked and subscribed, be sure to do so, and leave some comments, people. Let me know what you guys think about how the channel's going, the direction we're going with it. Right over in this area, this grassy area, from my understanding, is where Rachel Aboytes' friend was shot and exchanged gunfire with Rachel's killer. Right about where Casey's standing. Now again, this ain't the greatest area. In fact, while we were out here, there was actually somebody jumping or being pushed out of a car and yelling that they didn't get paid for doing oral sex. So just to let you know what kind of area this is. But that's going to do it for this case. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up and get on out of here. As usual, it's about lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. So till next week, y'all stay cool.
need another hit? Check out our website at blunttrips.info.